Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Emerald Coast. It is mid-spring, and we are needing to get ourselves some more wheat or barley for our chickens. Got the telehandler here, and we're just going to run over to the small silo that's over here on the other side of our beef lot, where we will be able to basically get some wheat, I believe, out of the silo. Also, we're going to be able to show off our new silo signage. Had a company come in the other day and install some sensors and other cool technology into these silos, so we can get now digital readouts outside of basically what is in each particular silo. That's pretty cool. All right. It'll take a little bit of time, I guess, for that to update, as the equipment inside a silo detects. Of course, we didn't really pull that much out, so while we're over here, let's go ahead and get our cows a little bit of water. There we go. And let's just take a look real quick and see how much wool we have made up. Got 2 full pallets, and then it looks like a half pallet since the other day. And I can tell you that we got all of the poplar bales baled up, and in total we ended up with 101 silage, or not silage, but poplar bales. So that was quite a haul, I have to say. In fact, we're still going to need to haul those bales over to the sawmill. They said they just wanted us to stack them beside the sawmill fence on the outside of the facility, kind of down that bumpy road, so that wouldn't be a problem. Are and we've also taken a couple loads of silage down to the new BGA, and that has netted us about $6,000 each day that we've hauled a load down there. So that is very, very profitable. In fact, I think we should just go ahead and haul another load. We can keep hauling a load down there every day for the next little bit. That'll be some nice supplemental income, and should really show these guys basically what a BGA is going to be doing for the community. Still don't have a ton of equipment down there. Do have a big Kloss wheel loader to help us get this scooped into the digester. still thinking about maybe the logistics of putting a ramp in. I think the ramp is going to ultimately be very useful. Not only giving us the potential maybe to back a truck to the digester, but in the end also allow us to have a bit easier time in using the wheel loader. Right now the wheel loader gets a little bit shaky when you have to lift that big load up so high in order to get over the lip of the digester. So I think a ramp will help us keep that weight low to the ground, keep a nice center of gravity on that wheel loader, and ultimately it should be a lot safer in the end to use a ramp as opposed to how we're having to do it now. I just want to make sure that that car didn't try to turn into our lane. We don't need a car turning into oncoming traffic. That is for darn sure. They seem to like it when I unloaded it here. We'll go ahead and do that. There we go. You can see the big wheel loader they've got over there to put this up into the digester. Looks like they're still trying to dial in the scale here. Go. Such a sharp turn that intersection is. There we go. Like I said, somebody will be by later with the BGA to put that load up into the digester. They know exactly where that load came from. We're pretty much the only supplier at this point to the digester. I think what we'll do at this point is maybe get the bale trailer and haul a couple loads over to the sawmill. See about putting a couple stacks over there. No real rush in getting that hauled over there, other than just to get it out of the field before the poplar goes to regrow. Those poplar bales can be quite heavy, so I might as well use the big T7 here. There's our bale trailer. All right. Sure it doesn't pull. All right, it's good. So let's go take a look. See what 101 poplar bales looks like. And that is 202,000 liters of poplar bales, or poplar. Out of this little old field. There you go, guys. That is 101 poplar bales. Let's see here. I don't really remember. This thing holds 24, or is it 16 bales? So guys, I am using a new headset today to record this video. Curious what you guys think. Do I sound any different? Does it sound any better than the other headset I was using? The other headset I was using was a Logitech something or the other. It was probably like 30 bucks. So super cheap Logitech. Not really sure what the model was at all on it. It had a little boom mic that swiveled down. It was a fixed boom mic. And I tell you, the biggest thing that annoyed me with it is it seemed like the volume, the mic would initially, when you started to talk, would pick up at a really low volume. And as you continue to talk, its sensitivity would increase. So you could really tell in a recording if I didn't like quote warm up the mic, that it would start recording very softly. And as I spoke for 5 or 10 seconds, the volume level would really increase overall. Now, I don't think this mic is doing that on the new headset. I don't know how it sounds. Curious on your all's end what y'all think. Personally, I think I need to dial it in a little bit more. I need to try to figure out a way of getting my mic fed into the headset speakers. These speakers a little bit more closed off than the others were, which means I'm not hearing myself speak as well. It's my speech is very muffled in my ears, so I'd rather be able to hear kind of a little bit of the mic feedback into the headset itself. It's as if you're talking with a pair of earmuffs on, it feels like. Well, it definitely holds more than 16. Guessing it holds 24. Which will mean that we're just talking about just over 4 trips to get this field cleared off, which isn't all that bad. But it seemed to take just over a year to get our poplar harvestable. Because we went a full year and then 1 transition into mid-spring. So next year, I would expect this field to be ready at the end of, well, basically the start of late spring. So at the end of spring, the poplar should be ready. If indeed it's going to stay with a 1 year and 1 transition time frame. 2, 23, yep, 24 bales. Yeah, I really, really do like this Anderson pack. That is a lot of bales, for sure. Still got a fair bit of mud. I gotta look and see what our ground moisture is. %. 25%, that's some pretty wet ground. They wanted me to stack them over here between the fence and this rutty road. Huh. I guess I'll need to turn around and stack them in the other direction. Right. See how well of a job we can do unloading these. I found that this works best if you kind of drive off a little bit. Like so. All right. Go get ourselves another load. And then we'll see what else we can get ourselves into today. I think we'll close out this evening by trying to get some cotton in the ground. Now that we are at 61 degrees Fahrenheit, we can definitely put some cotton in the ground. It's a little late to run down, I think, and get some additional seed, so I hope I've got enough in the seeder here to put cotton in field 4. And then tomorrow we'll go ahead and finish putting cotton in the rest of the fields that need to be seeded. I have to let you guys in on an interesting little secret. This is the second time I am recording the second half of this video. So I had recorded 2 segments earlier in the game day that I was going to make into this video. And when I went to edit those segments, I discovered that I had this really nasty echo in the recording. So in the first half of this video, I mentioned I had a new headset, and I mentioned that I was trying to figure out how to get the audio to feed back into basically the headset so I would hear myself talking. Because this particular new headset is kind of more closed ear, and it just felt like I couldn't hear myself speaking, so I just really wasn't sure how things were sounding. And it turns out that I was recording both the mic and the headset speakers, so I had this really nasty double talk for the second whole half of the video. So I had to can that, and well, here we are, putting cotton in the ground. We'll make best do as we can with what we can do to close out this particular video. But what it does mean is I don't need to waste another video on putting cotton in the ground. So the next time we come back, it might be summertime. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'll have to see if I can figure out if I've got enough content in late spring to merit a video. But we might not be back for a video until we are into early summer. At that point, we should be able to be mowing and making hay and possibly bringing some chaff in for the VGA, depending on how much hay we make, how much hay we're going to need for our beef cattle and our dairy cattle. We seem to be doing pretty good with milk. Seems to be that we're making about a full semi-load of milk every day. So that's about $6,000 or so in milk income. Oh no, sorry. We're making $6,000 in VGA income, and we're making a whole lot more in milk income. Take a look here. So we made $45,000 today in milk because I hauled 2 loads. Didn't haul a load of milk yesterday, and I hauled a load of milk the day prior. So we are basically making about a full semi-load's worth of milk per day. So that's pretty cool. But I am really curious on how do real-life farmers get paid for their milk? What's the rate? I've got a seeking suspicion that farmers get paid based on milk fat content in the milk. And if that's the case, then it would be really cool to have a mod in Farm Sim where, based on the food type that you fed the cattle, you would get milk with different fat content, and therefore you would have possibly more valuable milk if you used a more valuable feed. So for example, if you used total mixed rations, that might be the most fatty of milk product. And if you just fed your cows grass, then maybe you would have the lowest milk fat content, simply because it's so easy with seasons just to let the cows eat the grass with the graze functionality. So you put little effort in, you get little milk revenue back. You put a decent amount of effort in to make silage, hay, straw, mix it all together, then you get a bit more money back for your milk. So I would like to know, for any dairy farmers out there that know how basically you get paid, how do they charge you, or how do they value milk? Kind of curious on how that is in real life, and if there's any way we could possibly model that in Farm Sim. It doesn't look like we're going to get this field seeded. Just about out. We'll we'll run down to the store and just see if we can maybe pick up a pallet, then be back up here and we'll finish it up. Alright, so as luck would have it, we were able to basically talk the seed shop into staying open for a little bit and letting us pick up a pallet of seed. We've got that here on the back of the truck. We're going to go ahead up here to the field, see if we can put some seed in our seeder to get this field finished out. I really want to have it done before we move into late spring, just to try to keep all the growth on the same schedule. See, this truck is super quiet. Really enjoy driving around in this particular Dodge. If we can't. Up. Go. Up that filling. So I don't know if this is going to take the whole pallet or not. Looks like it just might. Get in this, park it out of the way. So I do have to say, I'm not sure if I like basically the setting that I had to get to have the audio feedback into my ear, and that is because when I am recording, it seems like there's a delay, a noticeable delay from what I'm saying to what I'm hearing, to the point that it just messes with my head a little bit. So it may just be best to turn that off and just live with sounding like I'm muffled in my own ear. It also means I won't be able to do like multiplayer, where I put Discord audio into the other sound channel, because that's the same sound channel that would be picking up mic feedback. I don't know. We'll see. What's interesting is when I'm not recording, there isn't that delay. It's really immediate sound in the mic. So, oops. Yep. This setup, it'll be a lot easier. Finish this up at dark with guidance steering helping us. Otherwise, who knows? We'll probably leave lines all over the place. So yeah, what I've got is I picked up a Cooler Master, what is it? MH 572. That's the model. Does anybody else have that model? Interested to know if you run any sort of mic feedback, how you have it all set up, and everything. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and close the video out here. Like I said, I had a couple other segments already done. Had a good, nice 30-minute video, but then I went to edit it, and I heard this horrible double talk, and I just couldn't put a video out with that. So I just canned those segments, and I jumped in here, and I thought we'd go ahead and seed the field, because I realized that all along I thought we needed to get to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, put cotton in the ground, but then I realized we only need to do 61. Knew we already had 61 degrees, so we're good to put cotton in the ground. So I thought, what the heck, let's salvage the rest of the video by doing a little cotton and call it there. So guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of the video? What do you think of the new headset? Does it sound any different than the other headset? Does it sound better? Does it sound worse? Let me know. And until next time, happy farming.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.